Hello.
Up. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You're always so prompt.
Thanks.
Welcome. Usually I get on here and I forget that it's recording and I check my teeth and I'm like, oh God, I gotta stop the recording. Oh, I like your fireplace.
Well, it's not. Yeah, we're waiting for the rock. This is our redwood counter that I'm sitting at.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It's got one keg of root beer, one keg of beer.
Nice.
The kids have some.
Their own beer.
Yeah, beer and beer.
Beer and beer. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's coming along. I mean, now we're just waiting on 2 things to be done and then we're done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Are you guys doing like an outdoor kitchen or anything? I can remember.
No, so we concreted the other side too of the yard. So it has the grills and smokers. We have like so many cooking apparati that it's all over there. Yeah. I wanted this to just be like a living room.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Pretty. I like it a lot. It's like totally my style too.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
Hi, you Robin. Come out and see it live.
I would love to, actually. We have friends in Oregon. They're getting ready to move, but
what part of Oregon are they in?
Somewhere on the coast.
Oh, that's even nicer. Yeah.
I don't know if it's super nice. Like they're getting ready to move.
Are they down if they're in southern coast, it's not quite as great.
I think I got the sense that was the area. Maybe I guess their house they were renting or something, and they're actually moving into a camper. Or an RV, sorry, not a camper, God. And they have 5 kids. I'm like, holy crap, you're insane.
Wow.
I mean, it's one thing for, Lily. Lily can live in it, temporarily for a little while. She can rock that. But I'm like, 5 kids in an RV? That's bold. You go.
That's like Christmas vacation kind of stuff.
Right. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Lily.
Hi.
Hi, Robin.
Hey. Guys, hi.
Everybody tonight.
Good, but hot.
Is it hot over there?
65.
65?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
It's 80.
80 yesterday,
here.
65 today.
Dang. It's 80 here. It's crazy.
I think we're set to hit 108 on Thursday again, which is stupid.
Oh my gosh. Do you guys
That's why they're leaving Oregon. That's why they're leaving.
Right.
They're hot all the time now.
Right.
Yeah, they should be leaving Washington too, because we're gonna be hitting that same Washington or Thursday and Friday.
Man, that sounds miserable. Your air can't even keep up with that.
It's tough.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a few minutes past the half-hour mark. Go ahead and dive in while a couple others join. I know a lot of people may join a little late. I didn't have anything profound. I'm sure you guys saw it in the team thread, which I was thinking, is this a meeting that could have just been an email? But fortunately, we like each other. So I was like, no way, we're still gonna hang out together. So I just wanted to check in with people and see how they liked BODi Live, how everybody's liking that. Hi, Cassie.
Hi.
I watched Jericho today. I was like, after Omala's leg workout, I was like, I'm just gonna hang out and watch what Jericho does. I'm not. I'm like, so Jack and I sat there with our recover, and we're like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Here go.
Yeah. What was it like? What was the workout like?
So it sounds like this burn, right? If it's labeled burn, it's the exact same format, just different moves by that trainer, right? So that same 15, 30, 45, 60, 2 moves, one on, one standing up, one on the floor. And that same kind of format is what I'm getting from it. She was good. It seemed like she would start like a 30-second run and you weren't quite sure if she was starting or if she was telling you what to do. So that I wasn't quite sure on her cueing, which was interesting because she's normally really spot on, but she also seemed a little bit nervous. But she was bouncing around there like normal Jericho. So I'm like, I don't even know. Like she must have springs in her shoes. I don't know.
Yeah. For sure. That's cool though. I know I thought about just logging in just to listen, but.
Yeah. And Carl came on in the beginning and said something like people were having a hard time finding the survey and the ability to get back to people. So then he said, you just go to a website, but then of course I stopped recording because I was like doing a quick video to see what it was like. And then I stopped recording and I didn't really pay attention. So I'm sure it's somewhere that we can find, but there is a website where you can go and give your feedback on how your workout was, what you thought, what you wanted to be different.
Did you guys have a hard time hearing the trainers?
Not at all. In fact, I wanted the music higher, and I think there is a place to change that. I just haven't quite figured it out on the Fire Stick yet because I tried my normal way of doing it, and with Autumn it didn't work, but I forgot to try it with Jericho.
Because when I did it on Friday, I had that Lee, and I don't know if it was just his voice, if it's just low, but I had to keep cranking up the TV to hear him. So I don't know if it was the nervous voice, you know, how your voice is lower when you're nervous. Maybe that was it. But then sometimes he'd be loud. And so I was like,
yeah.
No.
Yeah. On the laptop, there was definitely two toggles. One was for instructor and one was for music. And you could turn them up or down however you wanted. I just wonder, yeah. So you were on the Fire Stick, Deanna. What were you using, Robin?
My Roku TV.
Okay. Yeah.
So there'll probably be a setting on there too, and we just need to find it. And because there is the ability to change that in normal BOD, like when you're in a program, you can change if you want the music pumped up, I think they call it. You can also, that's where you also change the language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's cool though. It's very, very cool. I don't know about you guys. I know Deanna's excited as I am, but I am so freaking pumped that they have good music because that was like, yeah,
it's the best. It's like I can sing along.
Yes,
agree. The music is awesome.
Yeah, very, very.
And so apparently, Carl made reference to people wanted more 80s style action in the background or something like that. So he on his little note today too, he said something like, "We heard you. We're gonna put more 80s fun like graphics on the screen or something like that." So
that's funny. No, it's very cool. So what are folks thinking like for creating FOMO for their people? What have you guys been doing? How have you been sharing BODi? Or maybe you haven't had a chance to actually do any of the classes yet. Just curious, what everybody's thinking.
I've been adding some to my stories or taking clips of like the ones you see on the Instagram pages, just taking clips from the back office and adding them to my stories and just little things here and there to add FOMO. And then if I do any, like I did last week's Autumn, I'm not going to do another one until Walla on Wednesday because I'm sore from leg day as well. So I wasn't going to push it. And then I'm sore from the wedding from this weekend because we did a lot of dancing. So that's not happening. But yeah, so just adding it little here and there, talking about it in stories, just creating FOMO that way. So
I think I'm going to do a set of messages, especially to people who've already had BOD. So I guess in my back office to talk about the live workout specifically. So people who would already understand what that means. And then I might do a message too, just in general about like, especially with numbers going up for COVID again. I don't know if people are changing their direction at all. But you know, it's worth a shot to just message out to say this is an option now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good plan.
I can say that a couple of my customers, even though or maybe I didn't explain it well enough, didn't realize that the free nutrition or free subscription was not extending and not going again. Oh, sorry, hold on. I don't know how to turn the music off. Sorry. In this car.
Are you in a Ferrari?
No, I'm in a Bentley.
Oh,
can't figure out how to turn it down. Yeah. and again, maybe I didn't explain it well enough, but I've had a couple of customers that have, are like, well, where's the free trial? Carl keeps talking about free trial. And it's like, well, you missed that opportunity and it's $20 now if you want to try a free trial. But a lot of them are like, well, what? They're not understanding what it is yet. So I need to, again, this week has been insane and I'm barely surviving. But there's been quite a few questions when I thought I was explaining it prior to it actually launching. So I don't know if you guys are getting those same questions as well about how it works or the particulars.
Yeah, and I see a lot of question about people thinking like in the trial, there were no complete nutrition plans, but my understanding is now if you're paying for it, like now starting September, the actual nutrition plans will be included on there with it. Does anybody else have that understanding? Like, so you wouldn't have to buy 2B Mindset separate. You could just have the BODi subscription and you have access to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound right, Jen?
I think that's exactly what it is now. Yep.
Yeah, because which is interesting, right? Because that's kind of, and I was wondering about how that would be, because that's how I sell more challenge packs too, right? Because it's not that you're just getting Shakeology, you're also getting this full nutrition plan that you have access to, and it's practically free in there. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but now that'll be part of BODi.
So will they not be part of the challenge pack anymore?
It will. It absolutely will. Yes. But Nutrition Plus never had the full plan. It only had the supplemental plans in it, right? It only had the extras. And now if you have that monthly subscription or you have your yearly BODi, you've got access to it also. So I mean, for me, I'm kind of thinking about it in terms of Success Club points. Like, are you less likely then to get, if you're not crazy about Shakeology, to get the challenge pack, or if you don't care about trying it, or you think your protein drink is great or whatever, right? Are you more likely then to just go with BOD and BODi versus getting the challenge pack to get those extra nutrition plan containers stuff?
Are they going to have a BODi challenge pack?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound like it would work, but what I was thinking for FOMO or for info or all of the above was, what do you guys think about like an info group like we do all the time, like leading up to launch, where we could even, it doesn't have to be really structured, maybe just throwing some tidbits in there, and like if we do any clips, throw it in there. And we could even offer once or twice, not a lot, but like once or twice a date and time where we could screen share and let them see it and try it maybe.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
I like the idea of creating a group a lot for the launch.
Yeah, because I think we do that to, provide information for every other launch. And then we could also incorporate like the bike info and stuff in there too. But I think, we could have a couple of scheduled Zooms, like, and say, if you want to pop on, even if you don't want to try it, you can at least just see it, we'll be on there. And then this way they can at least get an idea of what the platform looks like. I think it's so hard to explain sometimes in just little story clips or, posts or whatnot, even in messages,
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. You guys are making me think too of, like you just said, just making some videos for my people. This is how you access BODi. I mean, how many questions did we have last Wednesday of trying to figure out where the hell it was? How do we access it? So, anybody who has a free Zoom account, you can always screen record, or I don't have an iPhone. It's one downside to Android. My phone does not do screen record. But if you guys have that, screen record and share that with your people and let them know how to access it.
Yeah, good idea too.
I was thinking about doing a Peloton Live versus BODi Live. What's the difference?
Yeah,
I like that idea.
BODi is a lot cooler. Not gonna lie, it's a lot cooler. Cool. So does anybody else have any other ideas or any other questions?
All I gotta say is that would be a really good comparison, especially for like Peloton people who see the BODi and they're just like, oh, I don't know if that'd be good or not, because you have both platforms. It would be, you could give a review on both of them and be like, here is my opinion, of course, on this or that. It just gives you an upper level for both of those two now really popular platforms. Especially for, not to say to try and get Peloton people to move over, but for the ones who are like debating on it, it gives them a different view.
Yeah, that's
or an inside view, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to share it, and you guys can share it. And
where's your leash?
Yeah, those Peloton people aren't budging. They're like, oh.
Sorry, I was talking to the dog and I forgot I wasn't on mute.
You're fine. Sometimes
like, where's your leash?
Yeah, and I'm looking all over for my leash, Jen. Thanks.
I just got to soccer to pick up Brayden and I have to let her walk. I have the dog in the car for a second, so I'm going to take you guys with me, but sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Don't apologize. But I do really like that info group. That's a really good idea. Because people are probably just now starting to hear about it. I don't know if there's ads out there, but I think it is really smart to get ahead of the game before it does launch.
Yeah, and we have a 3-week, like, we can launch it, right? Because it launches in September, and we've got 3 weeks to put some of the beta stuff in and just talk about it as a launch.
Yeah. So do we want to read?
What about changing? Yeah, what about changing the 411 group that we had for the BOD group?
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too.
Yeah, let's put the people in there and keep rolling it. It's the next thing, and then we can turn it into Jennifer Jacobs' job 1 in November.
Yeah.
Yep. But BODi doesn't actually release until the middle of September, right?
I don't know that there's a date yet. Is there?
Okay, thank you, because I'm like, I should know the date,
like,
and I don't know the date.
I'm pretty sure it's the middle or end of September. There's no, I haven't heard a specific date at least.
I mean, I don't know if it matters, but you know, if we launch the group now or wait until a couple of weeks before, or I mean, probably now since we're all so excited about it.
Well, and they can pay for it now. If I understand that right, like if you pay now, you're $19.95, you can start using it, I think. So I you know, people can jump on at any point. I mean, it's only going to get better. And I haven't had, you know, like Jericho repeated a couple things, like you'd have this little time glitch here and there, but other than that, I have had no issues with it. So
I didn't have music.
The first one.
I had it for, I had it for 5 minutes and then I didn't have any more music.
And what app are you using?
Chrome, Google
Chrome.
Yeah, because I use my laptop.
Yeah, weird.
And I know that first day a lot of laptops were having issues, like a lot of people weren't even able to get on with their laptop.
I didn't even have an option to get on because I had signed up for the live with Autumn and the podcast, and I wasn't even able to get on or have a link or anything. So but it is what it is. I'm gonna hopefully try on Wednesday and get on if I can.
I would think that we could continue to relaunch BODi every time in between a program, like, because BODi is not going to go away. It's just going to continue to have more content put into it. So it's going to be something that we could literally just, every time we get to the point where we've launched and we're no longer putting more information into that group, a couple weeks after that, we can switch it back over to repeating, if we don't even have new content, but repeating content for BODi in that group.
That just made me think too, we could have a BODi meetup like we do with, you know, like a weekly, you pick a workout and have like a meetup with new, you know, so if customers don't want to get on by themselves or know what they're doing, you know what I mean, as a group or monthly or whatever, it can just be part of our BODi meetup. And we all jump on the virtual gym link and do it together and yap about it. And it's like we've gone to a class together.
Yeah. Virtual high five.
Right.
That's so cheesy. Sorry.
No,
That
it's
is a really
not.
good idea, though. 'Cause, I mean, I think it was really beneficial how we all were on there last week. I mean, it was so.
Oh, it's totally fun. Yeah.
And we could be frustrated, but try to talk through it and try to figure it out. And yeah, I think that's a great idea.
It was kind of like Summit.
Yes.
It was like a mini Summit, virtual Summit workout.
Yeah, definitely.
You have a streaker?
No, but he had bags of fruit, frozen fruit. 1 bag of fruit and 1 bag of oatmeal.
It's funny.
Yes, funny. All right, what other body ideas are people thinking about?
I would assume they're also going to be releasing more trainers at some point.
I would think so.
You know, the fact that Lacey is one of the trainers and was one of the modifiers, and her personality is super fun. So I think that we could hype that up pretty easy.
Yeah.
As well.
I'm signed up for her class. I love her.
She's got a great personality and a great laugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's very true. Didn't somebody say that she had it like on her goal or something in 2020 that she was going to be
a year ago? She said she wanted to be a body super trainer.
That's very cool.
When is her class, Deanna?
Next Monday, I think the 16th.
Okay, I need to get back on there and see. I signed up for Omwala's, but I didn't look past Wednesday, so because I was so excited to find Omwala's.
I can look right here at my classes and tell you when I'm going to see her. Next Monday, the 16th at 10 a.m.
So they have classes through the 20th scheduled right now, right?
I don't know.
I think that's what I saw. So I'm wondering like how they'll announce the next round of classes, because that's when you can get on the the podcast, right?
Oh, it's through the 23rd. I think they're releasing them as they're 2 weeks out.
Okay.
Or something like that, because it's through the 23rd now.
Yeah, and I don't know that they're going to tell anybody anything because they didn't have Mondays listed, but I knew Jericho was going to be going on Monday, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's there and it's full. How exciting.
She actually did a live story about that and she said you have 1 minute to go sign up, and literally it was full.
Oh my God, I bet. That's crazy.
So it's interesting too, because on that first workout on Mondays is always burn, but Lacey and then now Joel have ones called burn crush. So it'll be interesting to see how those different, you know what I mean? How they vary, what that means. Cause I'm sure they're going to kind of keep the same verbiage and then it'll be a similar format under that type of verbiage.
Yeah,
it's so cool and it's so easy to sign up. I love it. I love the fact that I can just click a button and all of a sudden I'm in it and it's in the schedule, and then it sends me an email. So don't forget.
I know, that was awesome. That was awesome to get that email. And it was shocking when it says sign up and I just clicked the button that says, oh, you're registered. And I was like, oh, well, thank you very much.
Well, and you can add it to your calendar really easy too.
Yes.
They have a calendar link.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That is one thing that Peloton doesn't have. It drives me batshit crazy because I have to manually type everything in. Otherwise, I forget I'm signed up for classes. So.
Do you have a restriction on how many classes you can take in a month, or is it unlimited, or how's that work?
Yeah, it's unlimited. The one thing that I love that I wish, and I hope we do soon, is like your streaks. Because I do not want to miss a day to hit my blue dot day or whatever. And we don't do anything like that. It's kind of like with my fitness pal, if you have your streaks, like you've logged in for 5 days in a row. We have that, but I don't like, it's just a week at a time. And like I've done like 44 weeks straight of logging in on my Peloton. And like I've gotten, 130 days in a row that I worked out or gotten on the platform. I wish we would do more streaks because I think a lot of people are really interested in that, but I don't know.
You can put that in the feedback.
I will. Yes.
I mean, a lot of people who have the Apple Watch, who do the streaks that way, it'd probably be fun for them to do it on, if they have this, they would do it on this as well, because I know for me with the streaks, it's the same thing. It's the exact same way. So you don't want to miss a day.
Yeah, you don't want to miss.
No.
Very cool. All right.
Apple's being a little slow with their platform, just so you know, which is why Apple TV and the Apple Watch aren't updated yet. My understanding.
Good to know. Cool. All right. What other BODi questions? Anything? All right. Somebody want to share some wins or successes?
Sorry, guys, I'm on mute the whole time, but they have band here. It's just so chaotic, so I apologize.
You're totally fine. Enjoy getting your steps in.
Yeah, just getting her for a walk and waiting for Braden. But anyways, I'm listening in. No, I'm not sure if my new coach is on the call. She said she might join, but I looked briefly. I don't think she's on. She's got to get probably the reminders. But anyways, yeah, so she wound up taking advantage of signing up that last day that BODi would be 30, that she could access BODi as the trial, because that was the 5th versus the 6th. So remember, I think I told you last time she was thinking about signing up Friday, and I was like, oh, should I mention the preferred, member? Anyway, she wound up messaging me and saying, I'm actually want to sign up Thursday. I'm like, that's actually perfect for you, because then you get in right at the nick of time to experience BODi for 30 days for you know what I mean? So that worked out nice for her, and she was super excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was good.
Well, good.
Yep, and she wants to join in on the team calls and like all the things. I added her.
Oh, we lost you for a second. I mean, a minute.
Come back, Jen. Come back.
Come back, Jack, come back.
Maybe.
Oh.
Has anybody seen any preferred customer graphics out there yet that kind of do a nice explaining job?
I actually shared one that I got from, actually his mompreneur had a free one that they created. And it's not really a graphic, but it's more, well, let me take it back. It's a graphic, but it's more of like your 3 tiers. So how do you want to start your journey? So it's customer, preferred customer, and then legacy builder. But as I shared it, and what I don't like about the legacy builder is it says no additional sign-up costs, which isn't actually true, because as long as you get a challenge pack, that's
right.
But I just feel like that's misrepresentation. So I need to change that. But I'm happy to share with you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to start this week talking to my current coaches, just so they are aware too that, if they don't have a sale, and I would assume it's before October 7th, I think is the first round. I think we decided last week.
Yeah.
So, just so they're aware of what's happening and how it works. And if they want to transition now, there's a place they can go do that.
Yeah, I think that's great.
I have one I can share.
Cool.
Oh, okay, thanks. You're back, Jen.
Yay.
I don't know what happened. I was talking away, and then I was like, anybody else have a share? And then I was like, wow, it's really quiet on here tonight. And then I looked at my phone and you guys were gone. So
you left us hanging for sure, but it's okay.
Oh,
we're
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I noticed I was looking at my coaches in my back office, and it'll say when they will change rank. So I saw somebody is changing like October 21st. Oh, I got a message. So it's just something to be mindful of if you're wondering like how to talk to your people about, or like when, you know, at least you can put a time or a date stamp on there for them. And they, I think, what did Beachbody say? They were going to do reminders at 30 days, 2 weeks out, and like a day before or something. There's like 3 different reminders they were going to do.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, they get like 4 emails before they actually are switched. It's my understanding.
Cool. Cool. Any other shares, or it doesn't have to be like profound. It can just be like you ate on point today, or anything exciting.
I
Well,
have a quick one.
Go ahead.
When we were at my cousin's wedding on Saturday, I had a couple of my followers who were also friends, which I also found out that one of my cousins, or family friend / cousin, we used to go to school together in high school, didn't even know it. And she follows me on Instagram and she absolutely loves my videos. And she's like, I've been wanting to get to know you. And I'm like, I think I saw you in my yearbook. And she's like, we were talking about high school, and she graduated from the same high school I did 2 years prior. But anyways, the same girl, she does Beachbody. She wants to switch to me because she loves the motivation. And then the friend that I met on Saturday morning that I was telling Lily, and Lily, she also does Beachbody, and she's been watching me and she wants to switch over as well. So little things, just even though you don't think you're really hitting anybody or inspiring people because you don't get the feedback, they're watching in the background and they're not really saying anything. But when they actually meet you, they're just like, I love watching your videos. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen you. So yeah, those are fun.
That's awesome. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Jen, did you have another share? Okay.
It wasn't anything much. It was just that happy that I have several girls sticking with 645 and like checking in and on week 2. And I'm happy for them because I haven't worked with them in a while. And, you know, there's 2 in particular that are coaches that kind of like fell out of the game. So it's always nice to see that they're committed to a program again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, your dog's adorable.
Oh, thanks.
I just wanted to say, before this group, I never really thought about having somebody transfer over to me, and you guys have that all the time, and it's so impressive. It just really means that you are just doing what you're supposed to be doing and inspiring people. So kudos to all of you that regularly get those transfer customers. That's awesome.
Oh, you're sweet, Kim. I love you. That was my share. I did have someone transfer over to me, and she was actually my son's 2nd grade teacher, and Mason loved her. She's so sweet. And she's a lover of Beachbody, and her coach was just not doing the business anymore. And so she was like, I want to move over. Tell me about the mixed bike. I'm like, okay. All right. But yeah, it's super easy. And, you know, it's just, I think about it from the perspective of us. Like, you know, what if I guess I come at it from a perspective of sometimes people are like, why would you do that? Why would you take someone else or, you know, customers? Like, it's not like that at all. They're making the decision to come to you. It's not like I asked them. They approach me and say, let's move over. So I'm just saying, like, because I know I've talked to a couple people and they're like, oh, I just wouldn't feel right doing that. And I'm like, you're not doing anything wrong. You are being a good coach, and they're seeing that, and they just want to transition over to you and be a part of the community that you talk about. And there's nothing wrong with that. So just sharing that a little bit.
So last week, I did a post. I told you guys about that post I did, and that it's called What's Up Waterboro. So it's like a town Facebook group where everybody in town is in it. Basically, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in there. But anyway, so I was scoping it out and I put a post in there. So I had like 12 people who were interested. So I messaged them all back, and some were interested. So I sent stuff to them. And so I was talking back and forth with this one girl. I felt really bad. So she says, oh, I already have Beachbody on demand. I'm like, oh, I said, that's awesome. I said, then you have all the workouts. And I said, do you belong to an accountability group with your coach? No, I've had 3 coaches. They've all quit on me. I felt horrible for her. I'm like, that's awful. I told her, well, we're here and we don't quit. I said, we have a whole group of coaches. So I said, if you want to come on over with us, I said, we're here. So I friended her on Facebook, and so I'm just waiting. But I felt horrible. But, and I told her, I said, I was there too. I had a coach and she left me. So, but.
Yeah. Well, that's sweet of you. I know I have a bunch of people who are like, I don't want to change coaches, but it's fine. Just come here. I'll just okay. Because and you never know what it is. It could be family or something. It's fine. Yeah, that's hard though. You're right. We're not going anywhere, and we're stronger together.
Mm-hmm.
But I do mean that. Not in a cheesy way. Cool. Anybody else want to share anything? Any wins?
I know Beverly and I were talking, I don't remember when, maybe over the weekend or something. We were talking about how we were talking to our customers about the extra classes on BODi versus when you're in a program. Like if they're not, the classes aren't to replace your days that you're working out. So I don't know how you guys are all portraying that to your customers and what you're telling them. I agree with Beverly that you're doing a bonus workout if you're doing a BODi live class.
Mm-hmm. My brain is like almost marketing it to 2 different types of people. You have people who love group fitness, group exercise, that miss that right now because they don't want to go back to the gym. For me, that's actually, I just put on my story today because it's like, that's what I loved. I loved going to the gym. I loved having to be there at a certain time. I had my accountability people. I had friends who would reach out to me on Facebook and be like, why were you at class today? I'm like, sorry, I got busy, So I guess in my brain, I'm thinking about BODi Live as that caters to a lot of people, but you can really hone in on those people who are not able to get to group exercise classes. So maybe use those hashtags, or we're thinking about those types of things, if hashtags even really work anymore. But yeah, you're right. With people who are doing their programs, it's like you have people who want structure of a program, and then you have people who just want to work out 3 days a week, maybe. Perfect. We've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Here's 3 time slots right now. There'll be more available for you. And it's all 3 different types of workouts. So like there's ways to just talk to people and like weave it into their lifestyle and what they like.
And I wonder too, if in the future, when they have a full class schedule, they'll say, do 2 burns, do 3 strengths, do a yoga. For people who want to keep in a live format, but also make sure they're training properly. Because, like when they'd have the, what was it called? Something du jour. Challenge du jour, right? Yeah. They made sure it was certain body groups, certain things, so that if you were following that, you were still getting a good fitness regimen. And I think they'll be able to do that with the live and have that as a bonus calendar somewhere, or just a type of guidance. I see using it in between programs, doing a program, taking a couple weeks, doing live workouts, or maybe and then like if I'm in a program, like I'm doing Lee Jimenez on Wednesday, which is also mobility and stability, right? And I'm going to throw in his flow. So 2 things that really benefit me, that won't be too taxing or overtraining. And I think, it just we'll see what happens when we get into a full schedule, but my guess is they would have some kind of guidance on that for people who really dig the live format and still want that result, especially since BODi has nutrition with it, right? You can kind of make a complete program.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes total sense. And it is going to be great for in between programs if you just want to, you know, do something for a couple weeks, or you want to take different classes, or I think, yeah, I think that's a great opportunity.
Oh, and just a follow up on that. So last week I said that we had a contest in the group. No, nobody did it.
No one knows.
Like nobody did it. So I'm like,
I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
No, hardly anybody saw it. Like it was really funny because I think even today, maybe 26 people had seen it out of 154 in that, or 55 in that group. So, so I don't know, like, I'm kind of like, okay, I would like to have some kind of contest in there. So I feel like I need to think something up. Maybe it'll be with BODi, right? Like if you join a BODi workout, because a lot of people have Nutrition Plus still in that group, probably, then, you know, you can get your ticket for a prize or whatever. I don't know. If anybody has a good idea on that.
Maybe BODi, or doing a virtual workout, one of our virtual gym workouts.
Oh, like if you join us or join on the virtual gym workout.
Yeah, like since, you know, that'd be a good way to get people.
That's a good idea. Yeah, because I feel like that also gets lost in translation. And I started a 645 chat with my gals, and that's been pretty fun because they're all much more active in there than they are in the other places. And but that would be really cool, because this morning I just kind of, you know, hey, I'm on the virtual gym link. And I was kind of waiting for someone to be like, hey, all right, what is it? You know what I mean? So they could jump in, but crickets. So yeah, but that would be really fun, because I think that is absolutely that during 10 rounds is where we all came together. You know what I mean? And then getting the coaching call going and all of that piece, those two pieces are like where all of this started to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that sounds like a great idea. It's a simple contest, and then it's easy to be like, I saw you on there, so yes, you can.
So, and I could say for a week long, maybe every time you jump on the virtual gym link, and you maybe just snap a picture, you know, that you're on the link or whatever, and then you get a ticket in the raffle.
Yeah, that's fun. That's a good idea.
And then we can tag everybody. So, okay, let's plan to do it like next Monday through Friday, and I'll post stuff about it. And then, you know, if you want to tag any people you have in there, or do it too in your groups or whatever, and we can see how many people we can get on the virtual link.
Cool. Contest. I'm just making a note because I'll forget. Well, thanks for trying though the contest last week. You know,
it was funny.
We're trying to figure out what sticks, right? We'll
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so one other thing was just checking in on the BOD groups and the Facebook group sign up for 645. I know I've got posts scheduled in there, I think through this Sunday in the Facebook group, but just wanted to remind people of the sign up sheet for that. If you guys haven't had a chance to sign up and you have people in there, again, it doesn't necessarily make sense if you don't have people in there. I totally get that. Unless you want to get some exposure or just learn how to post, I'm happy to help you and show you. You can schedule everything. There is guides in there. It's all done for you. It's pretty magical. Makes your life a lot easier. So yeah, I just want to put that reminder out there. So actually, I had like a panic attack this morning. I was like, oh my God, did I forget to post? Like, no, I'm good. I scheduled them well in advance. So I didn't actually have a panic attack, but you know, maybe a little. All right. So what else? Does anybody else have any other topics or anything that they want to talk about?
Yeah, we probably should put up something specific if somebody wants to learn about something for next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. How are people doing with Success Club this month? 0. I got 0. I know. August, I'm not gonna let it get me down, but back to school month is always a rough one for me.
I have a couple of people who are going to transition their renewals because, you know, August is traditionally Team Cup. So there's people who are now at a year. So remember those renewals and offering the challenge pack.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I reached out to I only had like 3, but all of them were like, no, I'll just get the $99 renewal. I was like,
well, that's good because I had one person say, oh, how do I cancel? I'm like, son of a bitch.
I get that a lot too when I reach out to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I really don't. It's okay. But it's just funny. I'm like, that's why I don't reach out. No, I'm kidding. No, that's always a great reminder. And Deanna, you're so good about reminding. I know me, at least it's helpful. Those BOD renewals, I always forget to go check in there. Like I need to do it like the 20th of the month or something or earlier. I need to put a reminder.
Especially, I've noticed I have a couple people at the 59 rate for quarterly, and I'm like, that's crazy. Just get yourself a challenge pack.
I cannot get my people off that whoever signed up for quarterly with me, they're on like 12 reps, whatever they want. Every time I ask them, they're like, I don't have enough money for that. And I'm thinking, you've already paid 3 times as much, but they, you know.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat, Kim. I have a good friend even, and she's like, oh, I'll get to it. I'll look at it. And then like 3 years later, she's still on quarterly.
Oh my gosh. Well, it makes me wonder with the BODi being added into BOD with the $298 price point, like how people just, again, making sure to share the value of it all and making sure to touch on all of the amazing benefits they get, because it's still a great price. I mean, it breaks down like $24 a month. It's amazing. So just something to think about and mull around in your head as that becomes available. All right. What else?
Yeah. So what topics do we want for next week?
Yeah.
Who's got an idea?
How to work like 18 hours a day and still work your business.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, can we do that one?
Yes. Can I have that help?
Who can lead that one?
More like 21 hours today. Oh my gosh.
Man.
No, I know that I think it was Carol and Sue that had kind of asked that same question of what are some tips to do it. And I don't have any, obviously, because I'm failing miserably, but, or I feel like I'm failing miserably. But any, tips on making things easier or, I mean, scheduling ahead. I mean, when I'm sitting in the car wash, I'm literally trying to like message people back or post or do something. But that's like, 5 minutes and that's maybe all I have. So when I don't know, that was one topic that I think is always something that people struggle with, is just how to fit coaching into your life, no matter how busy you are, or whether you're a stay-at-home mom and have little kids at home. I mean, everybody has different challenges with what's going on in the other, part of their life.
Yeah, there's a great coach that does power pockets. I think she called it. I think she may have even trademarked it. And that's the kind of piece, right? 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time, and hitting the most important things that are income producing in your business. So I could dig up some of that and put it in the group before the call, and then we could discuss it or something if you want to do something like that, or people can just bring their ideas for.
That's what I've heard. I've heard a couple not power hours, but they were power hours that I've listened to. It's been the power pockets of time. And I've listened to those and just try and get ideas from that, because I do mine on my lunch break.
Yeah. And a lot of people talk about toilet time, right? Find all the friends while you're sitting on the John, just, where you're, and you can do some of those things where you're doing something.
Oh man. I felt like it was really good.
I know.
Come back, Deanna.
Did I freeze again?
Yeah, no, that was the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is supposed to be my hot spot.
It was so good. Come on. Go ahead. Okay. I don't remember where you stopped. It was very good though.
I don't know either.
You're talking about power pockets and some people
going on the John.
Yeah, doing it on the toilet where, you know, you
Yeah.
find your friends and then maybe you have 10 minutes where you're just inviting and you're just taking those pieces and hitting the pieces during the day.
Yeah.
Well, and to your point, at the income producing or success club producing or connecting, you know, but that's what you should be really focusing on.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Your posts, like I don't post nearly as I do in my stories a little more right now, but I don't post nearly as much, but I follow up a lot, right? So a lot more of my time is spent on following up, communicating, messaging, like the actual conversation behind the scenes versus my posting on social media. So it's like, you kind of have to figure out where you're meeting people so that you can continue to bring those people in and keep having those conversations and then following up with people who have previously been interested.
True, for sure.
Yeah.
Conversations.
Yeah. And I feel bad because I don't watch stories very much. And I know that's a really, really important thing.
I don't watch anybody's stories.
I just find that it's a time sucker for me. I do if I'm being strategic about having conversations, and that's about it. But it's also like figuring out what works for you. Again, like that stories might work great for other people to engage and follow up or connect with people, you know. But it is those income producing things, the things that have worked for you to get people to join your community is really important. So yeah.
True.
And there's also that time though, when you're like not busy and then you're really busy and you're trying to figure out how to balance it all. And that takes time, is just figuring out your new system. So it's like hard in the beginning. I mean, it's like anything when you're starting a new workout program or you're starting a new meal plan. It's like always kind of hard in the beginning until you figure out your groove and how you can find these power pockets, or, you know, maybe not just using your lunch hour, but taking a 10-minute break to just go and do something intentional. Like that's your posting time, or I don't know, whatever works for you. Closing out your messages before you go to bed. Yeah, that's a good
all good ideas.
Very, very good topic. I think we can definitely talk about that next week. I think Danny, you said you had some content you could pull together. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll find that gal's Power Pocket presentation. I know it's in the champions page several times over. So I'll find her and then we can, put that up there and we can discuss.
Cool. All right, we are light on content tonight, guys. We are way ahead of schedule. What's everybody doing this weekend? I know it's Monday, but I love weekends. Okay.
I'm going camping. I don't know if I'll have internet access, but that's new for me.
Front.
That sounds fun.
We're going to the Ape Caves. It's my daughter's 13th birthday, and she wants to go to the Ape Caves at St. Helens.
That's so cool there. I've been wanting to go there.
So have we. So we told her we can either buy you something material wise. I'm like, but you have to use it, or we can go somewhere and have fun. And of course, she chose to go somewhere because I'm like, if I buy something for you and you don't use it, you're never getting anything again, because I just feel like I'm wasting my money. So I was like, please pick an experience, and then so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go do that. So hopefully it's not too hot. But I hear that because it's a cave, that it should be cooler. So it'll be perfect day, because this weekend, Thursday to Saturday, is supposed to be 100s to 90s and just miserable. So we're going to go hide in a cave.
Yeah, that sounds, I don't know if it sounds lovely.
Just an FYI, little history on that. That is Mount St. Helens lava tubes that flowed out as the mountain was exploding. They were created, for some of that time, because that's a volcano, active volcano. Those are ancient lava tubes that are part of Mount St. Helens.
And part of that is actually a little bit scary,
Yes.
So, because I am, even though I've never seen lava and I've never been around lava, I'm still scared of that. But yeah, we'll, tread lightly.
Well, don't miss your step or anything. That sounds
Oh
actually
God, no. We're bringing all the flashlights we can and all of our meg lights and backpacks just to make sure, because yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Cool.
So she actually turns 13 on Thursday, but we're doing that on Saturday. So
fun.
Yep.
We're going on a float trip.
Oh, fun.
Float trip? I want to go.
What are you floating?
Rafts.
No, I mean, like what river? What river?
I don't know. One of them. One of the many that flow through Missouri. I really don't know. Quiver River, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. It just depends. It depends on like what rivers are flowing well and not overflowing and we're not going to drag. There's about like 3 or 4 different rivers. Actually, there's somewhere around that number of rivers that this one place can put you in at. So not sure yet.
It sounds like fun though.
But yeah, there's 16 of us. Is that right? Yeah, I think there's 16 of us floating.
That's awesome.
No, there's 18 of us. 18 of us total. And I mean, we have kids too, so it's going to be on Sunday.
That'll be good. Won't be as crazy busy.
No. Nope.
Cool. Lily says have fun. Anybody else do anything fun?
I'm hoping that we can escape from this parking lot and go see the coast or go up to a wine country and have a wine tasting, but we'll see.
That sounds nice.
I'm not counting on it, but we're gonna try. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. Very good. What about you, Kelly? I haven't talked to you in so long. What are you guys doing? What are you and the family doing?
Well, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, happy anniversary.
So it's just exciting. And I'll be gloating and floating all year long. Like I have for 30 years. So I'm just super excited that we've gotten to this point. Looking forward to, I told them 40 more. We're going to go for 70 years.
Oh my God, that's so fun. That's awesome.
So,
are you guys having a party?
No, we will probably just go away for a long weekend or something toward the end of the month. Then we've got a bunch of birthdays. My son turns 21 next week. Granddaughter turns 4. So that's a birthday. Just celebrating life and family.
Yeah.
So,
it's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Very fun.
Yep.
What else? We have 3 minutes left, guys. Come on. Can we take a picture before it gets too late and I forget? Never.
Yeah.
That's like, the weekend is like so far away.
I know. I'm sorry.
I don't know what day it is. So talking about the weekend is like, did anybody, how about this? Did anybody watch or listen to the National Wake Up Call?
Yes.
Was it good? Do I need to go back and listen to it?
It was
good.
Yes.
It was good.
Very good.
I usually like that girl.
I'll do that while I'm working tomorrow.
I don't remember what her name is.
She's been on the National Wake Up Call a couple times. She always has really good content.
I can look really quick because
thanks for that reminder.
What is her name? That's not right.
Multitasking. I usually am doing that. I'm like, need to write that down.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I thought I knew, but I don't.
Jen had to hang up. She was driving.
Oh, okay.
You want to get your picture?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got 2. Let me make sure everybody's eyes are open.
It's Kelsey Smith. That's the girl's name, Kelsey Smith.
Yeah, everybody's eyes are open. Oh, ladies. Awesome. Yes, I know the weekend is far away, but it's always nice to have something to look forward to, you know?
For sure.
All right. Anything else?
So I'll post, her name is Keisha Embry, and I will post her, I will do the Beachbody Champion link to the video. So if you're not in the Champions page, you all need to be in there so you can see it. Otherwise it's not going to come up for you, but it'll explain Power Pockets, and then we can talk about it next week.
Awesome.
And everybody can bring their ideas for how they manage their time.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a really good topic, especially with school starting back up too. A lot of people are gonna be like, it's gonna be even crazier. So yes, time management tips.
Oh, and I just want to throw out another idea too. Does anybody, I'm thinking of running a Portion Fix group. I don't know if anybody wants to participate or such.
When are you thinking of starting?
Well, I don't know. I was kind of debating about that because I kind of wanted to do it in August in case
Hi, Beth.
to help with some challenge pack stuff, but I don't know. So just that, you know, if people want to do it, otherwise I thought after Labor Day would be the next best option. So either start it like in, you know, maybe 2 weeks, or maybe we just kind of do that prep week the last week of August so that people have to get their stuff, and then we can really go full in after Labor Day. And I was thinking I'll do meal prep in a way that maybe it'll be more lunch, school lunch, or, you know, adult lunch geared for people too, since everybody's going to be kind of back on.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Deanna. I like that. I'd like to be able to invite people to that and close out some challenge backs that way. Thank you.
Yeah. I was just thinking, if, you know, with all the new stuff, it might be kind of, you know, and people who maybe didn't do it before but have it, it's a great group to just kind of gather together. And I'm already doing time nutrition right now, so it'd be, you know, lots of pictures available of foods thrown together. So
yeah, I'm happy to help too. I need to dive more into my nutrition. That's my weakness.
All right, I'll look at the calendar and see what makes sense, because maybe we start that prep week before Labor Day, but then everybody's, you know, on after Labor Day kind of thing. That'll give us a couple weeks.
Well, that's also a good refresher class for people as well. Like, because, you know, I forget containers and different things and tricks and tips, and I know we talked about it a lot in the nutrition call, but I think I could always use a refresher.
Yeah, and probably some of the people on the nutrition call would enjoy that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, sure. I'll put some info together and throw it in the coach group. Then if anybody wants to participate and jump into it, then we can do that.
Awesome.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.